Beautiful day, beautiful day. Yeah, I'm back to drinking. Don't worry about that. Whew. All right, let's finish up skinning out this 20-pounder. Had a beautiful night last night. Fish tacos all around. Whoa, it was delicious. Let me just say, good time, good entertainment. Today I didn't do any social media. I did no social media today. Why? Well, for the simple fact, my buddy came out with his video from yesterday. I'll let him have a go at it today, and then tomorrow, I'll do mine. All right, let's get right to it. Let's mute it. I have all the killing from yesterday, plus a wonderful evening with tacos. Halibut fish tacos. So, let's get going on this, man. Let's get going on this. This is going to be for dog food and for, I'm going to make some salad out of it. Okay, let me just check everything. I'm just checking my meat very carefully. Put it this way. Just lift up the parchment paper. There we go. All right. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's get right into this. Let's get some of these fillets going. I dropped off some fillets down at the market for the people at the market. Beautifully done. Look at that. Some nice fillets right there. That's for sure. There's the cheek meat. We'll do another two just like that, all the way across, all the way down to the skin. We got a nice chunk right there. Beautifully done. Got another one right here. Beautifully done. This piece has a bone in it, so let's get that bone out of it. Thank you. This bone we will get rid of right now. All this extra, the meat that's against the skin is all going to go to the puppy dogs. So we'll do the same thing. Just do another nice, all the way across, smooth it out, bring it all the way down. I mean, look at that. And you can even get the bloodline out if you want right here. This will go to the dogs. Beautiful. Another beautiful piece of meat right here. Oh, just beautiful. Look at those. Some nice steaks right there. Okay. Now we just have the upper part. Gotta check it for worms. There's a worm right here. We're deworming it right now. Now don't worry, all fish has worms in it. There it is right there. We'll make sure it doesn't go anywhere. There's another one right here. That's what it looks like. Boom, boom. Right there. So, let's just say we had a great day out there yesterday. My buddy Jeff, my buddy Brian. We just all nailed the fish yesterday. Tom still doesn't have one, but he saw one. And he will be out there anytime I ask him to be out there. Okay. Alright, I think I'm okay with the meat the way it is. Now we're also saving the skin for a very good there's a worm right there. Okay. saving the skin for a very good purpose, and that is the leather. Beautiful piece of meat right there. Check it one last time. Let's get that off it. Beautiful, beautiful piece of meat. Half Hallie, half Ling, scored like a king. I get some. Thank you, Martin. Oh, man. Okay, well, there is 2 worms in here. God, this one had worms in it. There's another worm right there. Just put that aside. And then we'll just, after we get this all done, I'll do it one last time, but this is all meat that's going to be cooked for the puppy dogs. And for the tuna fish salad, here's another worm. Now this is all up in the gut sack. Right where I told you it's going to be, up in the gut sack. That's where the worms are held on this meat. And then we just have this last piece right here. That beautiful piece of solid meat right here. I mean, look at that. What I'm going to do is just take the bloodline out. We'll cook that up for the puppy dogs. But other than that, look at that beautiful piece of meat. Okay. So what you're left with is some skin with a lot of meat on it. Don't worry, we'll be getting into that in a minute. We're just going to wrap it up like this, and we'll keep it right here. Let's add some more parchment paper. I will be going out tomorrow and getting 2 more of these beautiful creatures. I am not done by any stretch of the means. This is halibut season, and this is what I'm good at. Okay, let's get the worms out, pre-worm them. That's a big worm, huh? Look at that size. Still alive. Look at that, huh? Have no fear. I know what I'm doing. Now normally this part I just throw away. If you were watching last night, we did everything and then we ran out of time. I had my guests come over. We had a great time last night eating fresh fish tacos, and the way my wife made them, they were amazed. They were like, wow, how do we get fresh fish like this? Well, there's only one way I know about, and that's actually going out and getting it yourself. This was where there's some more here. Jiminy, look at this worm. Look at that worm, huh? That's a good one, guys. Whew. This one was wormy. This was a 21 pounder. The bigger they are, the more worms they're going to have. Yes, I'm back to drinking on the weekends. Leave me alone. 2 bottles a night. Tomorrow I'll go back to being sober. All right. So what I'm going to do here, same thing. I'm just going to bring it this way more so I don't run into the computer. Slice straight down, don't go into the... And then you're just going to come straight up with it. Now this... Oh man, look at... I've fucked up this tail, so here's what I'm going to do because I want the leather to be perfect. And that I will cook. This will be donated to the dogs, donated to the dogs. Beautifully. It's going to be all dog meat. And we're also going to make tuna fish salad, but it's not going to be tuna fish, it's going to be halibut fish salad. And I'm going to do the Matthew McConaughey. I'm going to do the same way you would make tuna fish salad, but we're going to add wasabi to the mix. So nice fine cut right to the skin, not too much, and then straight down. Perfect. Now this piece right here, that's right there. You're saying you're leaving a lot? Okay, I mean, I'm really not. That's all this is going to be used with the puppy dogs. So, we're just getting all the meat, stacking it up. I can use at work. Can I get a one-line joke that I can use at work? That would, hey, what's up, JC? That would be taking care of business. Oh, fantastic, Matt. That would be Martin's job. Martin, give him a one-liner for work tomorrow. Martin is the guy for the one-liners. Yeah, so last night my friends came over and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to have 2 beers. And I just decided right then and there, weekends I can have 2 beers. And yesterday I didn't even hang out with my buddies because A, I had to get home and get all this fish done. But B, I was, it's hard to hang out with people that are drinking. I'm not at that level where I could just hang out and not have a drink. So, look, you can even go like this if you want. Now this is all real red bloodline. So I'm not even going to give that part to my dogs. Let's get the major stuff. This stuff right here, I don't know, I have to go through because, man, this one had a lot of worms in it on the bottom side. This is the white side, the bottom side. It's normally the meat that I do give away. If I do give away halibut meat, it's normally the white side. All right, straighten that out. Let's get this going right here. And let's get this cracking. Beautiful piece of meat right there. And then after we do this, we will start scraping the rest. We will scrape the rest of this meat. Beautiful. Another, God, we got some nice fillets here. Plus we got all that for the dogs. We're going to cook. I'll show you how to cook it into a nice sea bowl. And then the rest we're going to make into a tuna fish salad for the week. Okay, let's make sure there's no kinks in the skin. And we'll just get this last piece off. There's another worm right there. God damn, this thing was wormy. Okay, here we go. Happy Sunday to everybody. Okay, so this I'm just going to cut like this. You can feel the bones in it. I can still feel the bones in this. So this piece I will donate to the chickens. I just am. Don't yell at me. This piece is a nice piece of flesh. We'll get rid of that. Put that in that meat. And this meat, I can still feel a bone in it here. So let me grab the bones out. I can see them right there. So we'll just cut it like that. There we go. We have a nice piece of flesh there. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, like I said, let me do a little cleanup real quick, and then we'll move on to the next stage. And that is scraping the skin, getting it ready for, there was a lot of worms on there, huh? Make sure none of those worms dropped. Decca and Dolly is taking the night off. She had a big day yesterday. She was on the boat. Had a great time on the boat. Then from the boat, where did you buy the beer from? The market. I went down there and gave all the market people some fresh fish, and Sarah ordered me some beer. Said it won't be coming back in until Cinco de Mayo. And you know what? I just made a decision last night. I was over here with friends. We were drinking. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I was going to take a month off, but if I just do 2 beers on a Saturday, 2 beers on a Sunday, to me, that's cut my alcohol consumption down hugely. And I still get to have a little buzz on the weekends. Nothing wrong with that. I want to see you get a stingray and make some scallops. Oh, definitely. I'm definitely going to do that. Trust me. Now, I'm not going to shoot one of those electric rays because I will. I mean, man. I found one the other day. So, I don't know. Oh, hello, little girl. We were just talking about you. Come here.
She just came out on her own.
You going to come out here and say hi? Come on up here. You want to see the fish? Come on. Come on over here. You cannot get in the trash. Come here. Look what we got here. Look at that, deckhand dolly. Let's get the knife out of the way of the children. What do you see? Look at that. Oh my goodness. What do you see right there? You can't get up there. Smells delicious, doesn't it? Look at her love. She loves this fish. So the video tomorrow will be coming out. Like I said, my buddy Jeff.
You want me to open that? The garage?
Yeah, go ahead. Go potty, little girl. My buddy Jeff, I put it up on my page. He was on the boat with me, and we had a fantastic morning out on the ocean. I'm telling you, his were 30 pounds. If mine was 21, his was 30 pounds, easy. He got 2 of them. My buddy Brian from Sacramento got another one that was over 25 pounds. I got a 21 pound, and I got, I think, what was that? Where's the list? Hang on. A 10 pound, 5 ounce. So let's just say I weighed out the meat. I got 40-inch minimum. I got 10 pounds, 5 ounces of meat from the 21 pounds. So just over half or under half. And let's see, that was 3. No. I didn't do how much meat I have. That's stupid. Okay. So let me go back. I have 4 halibut so far for this season. I'm aiming for 100. Now you say, when's the season? My season will end in October when lobster season starts. That's just my season. You can have any seasons you want. That is how I go it. So we're up to 4. We have 30, I'm just going to do rough estimates. 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds of meat. We're up to 60 pounds of halibut so far. Last year I got 900 pounds. People are going to eat it, yes. People are already eating it. This is all going to be ground up right here. This is going to be ground up and used in a tuna fish salad, but I call it a halibut salad. And then what I'm going to do when I get about 30 pounds of halibut on a dive, like get two of them that I get that are over 20 pounds. I'm going to take that and I'm getting the KitchenAid attachment. I'm going to get the meat grinder for the KitchenAid, and I'm going to put it through there as hamburger meat, and I'm going to put it through there with panko. We'll mix panko in with it, and then that way it'll come out looking like hamburger meat. And that's how I'll freeze it. It's a byproduct, so I'll be able to have it in there without the attached skin to it in my freezer. And then when we have parties like last night, we can either do what we did with it, which you'll see. I mean, my God, the fish tacos were next level. Next level. That's all I can say. I lasted until 10 o'clock, and then I said goodnight, everybody, and went to bed. Got up early. No, I slept in. I apologize. I got up and my wife already took deckhand Dolly out potty, and So we all slept in until about 8:30, which is a sleep in for me. Just a really good time though, really good time. So, to the people that were over here last night, man, it was incredible. It just was. They made a little video on their Instagram. The lady, my friend's wife, took home some earrings, halibut earrings. They looked good on her. They were the bigger ones. She wanted the bigger ones, so she got some halibut earrings. I'm also going to be making earrings out of the one we ate last night. It's all about sustainability. It's all about partying. It's all about fresh fish. And if you think you've had fresh fish before, you probably haven't. I'm going to be honest with you. Unless you go out and get it yourself, you ain't getting fresh fish. Hello, Dolly. You want to come over here and smell some things again? Come here. Come here. We'd love to have you. I didn't think you were going to be on the show tonight. Oh, I mean, remember when we were on the boat? That's that same fish. Remember the fish that we caught? Oh, you are excited. She ate. It'll be in my video. Her, Oliver, and Penelope love halibut, and she couldn't get enough of it last night. And neither could I. Neither could my guest. It was just incredible. The way my wife makes the flour tortillas, or the corn tortillas, she puts the cheese on them and melts them. You'll see it. It's all coming out in a cook, catch, and clean tomorrow. Like I said, today was all about my friend's video. He was on the same dive with me. He went in a different direction with his buddies. They did a buddy of three system. I went by myself. Tom North went by himself. And I came back with my two. And I got both of them on video. I got the video where the halibut, the bigger one, the 21 pounder, the one we just cut up, I almost lost. I put my spear gun down and it was attached to my spear gun. It swam off. I swam off in that direction. Found my spear gun, found it pumping out. I've never seen blood like that. That was kind of cool. And we were able to retain the fish, retain my spear gun again. It's not even my spear gun, it's my buddy Trent's. And we're just rocking it. So, let's finish up by scraping this meat. Let's get you inside. Come on, let's go inside. You can go, or you want to stay out here? Let's close this up. She's going to just lay on her bed. She has had a very big day yesterday on the boat, and then last night, partying. Just partying with people. She's going to change out. This is all skin meat from the last halibut. So we're going to bake this up tonight, and this will be on the dog food for the rest of the week. We'll sprinkle on there. I'm not going to turn it into hard pellets. I already have that. Oh, beautiful meat though. Gosh darn it. That is some good looking meat. Alright, let me get a bigger Ziploc bag. There we go. And we'll get all this meat in the Ziploc bag, and then I'll put it on a baking sheet. I'll put it in for 350 for 12 minutes with some, well, since it's for the dogs, there won't be any extra anything to it. If it wasn't just for the dogs, then I would put some olive oil on it, some salt, some pepper, some spices, some lemons. But since it's for the dogs, we will keep it that simple. There we go. And nice. We'll weigh the bag out when I'm done of just the skin meat. This has all the achievement at Christmas. Watch out, little girl. Golly. Golly, Dolly. Golly, Dolly. You can't get up here. There's just too much juices flowing. So yeah, we had just a beautiful day of just resting. Me and my wife watched a little bit of Dexter. We're going to finish off the evening watching Dexter after the show. And tomorrow I'll be back at it. Tomorrow I'll be back at it for YouTube. I'm gonna try to impress YouTube this week. I've waited on a couple videos with them, but it's time to start showing my mad skills. All right. Part of my mad skills is taking the flesh off this. stretch it out so you don't want any kinks in it, otherwise it'll catch, and then you just nope, no. I threw it right off the table. She was ready to go right for it. 5-second rule. It's for the dogs. I'm okay with it. Oh, look at that. Another worm right in there. This is the gut sac, and here's another worm right here. This one had a lot of worms in it, huh? All right. Very wormy fish, this one. Another worm right here. You can see it. 2 of them, actually. There's 1. And there's 2. A lot of worms in this bad boy, huh? Okay, we're just going to go right down the middle, same thing. This is all before we do the this scraping. The more meat you can get off without scraping, the better off you're going to be when you do scrape. Go. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with that one. Let's turn it around and let's start working our way down the back side. That's that wing meat. That is the stuff that holds all the omega. Same with this side. Dolly is just smelling this and turning in circles down there. All right, let's get to the scraping part. Let me get, for the scraping part, let's slow down here. Let me put this in the refrigerator real quick. Clear some deck space off. Let me get my second beer. All right. And I need a bottle opener now. Gosh darn, we got a lot going on, guys. My bottle opener must be upstairs. Let me go grab it real quick. Pardon me, little girl. All right. Let's get to cracking on this. We need to use my cutting board, which, well, almost broke that. Let's not do that. Dang. We'll just use this little cutting board right here. What we'll do is we'll just do it in sections. So we'll set this down. First part will be this part. I'll turn it this way so you guys can see, hopefully. Oh, all right. And then I got the scraping knife right here. Get this thing down to its naturalness. All right, here we go. We're just scraping all the excess meat off, and so we're going to be right down to the skin, and the skin will be turned into leather for leather products. This will all get baked. which will make this 100% sustainable for all you following at home, thinking I'm ruining the ocean by killing too many fish. You're probably right. It's my God-given right here in California, though. Can you believe I'm in California doing this? You'd think this was more like Texas or something. No, no, no. Right here in Cali. Now, yesterday was the most beautiful diving out there. 30-foot viz, you could see I had a seal come in, a sea lion, sorry, not a seal, a sea lion, and try to take my prey. I did not give it up, and I will show you that in the video tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is for the 100, each one, I'm going to do a special little thing, and I'm going to make it real short, and by the end of the season, October, I'll be able to show you guys 100 kills. You can make sure that none of them look the same. Everybody's like, oh, you just take the same shot and use it over. I don't have to. I'm not in that league. I'm in a league of my own. That's for sure. How you doing, Dolly? You came back out? Okay, now that we got this going, let's turn this around. This is what we're looking for. You can see the beautiful white skin on the back, and then you can now see this part, which is just absolutely amazing. This part is all going to be used. 100% sustainability. Remember, stick by that. What do you got going on, Dolly? She's just standing there. She's waiting for something to fall. She's like, I'm going to get some of that. You're going to get some, but it has to be baked first, little girl. Okay. Let's work the other side real quick. Alrighty, this is coming out quite nicely. Okay, we got a piece of skin with that. That'll go to the chickens. Clean this up just a little bit, see what I'm working with. We just have that middle part right there, as you can see. I hope it's showing up. Yeah, it is. Oh, that is showing up some nice. Hello, here from Massachusetts. What are you doing? I am scraping the skin of the halibut that I just killed. I got 2 of them yesterday, and I'm gonna make I have 3 English bulldogs, and we make their food. So all this meat that's from the skin is gonna be baked and then put into their dog food that we make for them. So we make sure that each piece of this goes to 100% sustainability. So that's what I'm doing right now with this. From here, this skin will be processed, and then I will make leather products out of it. What I mean by that is I'm having a pair of, I call them Sea Force One, but they're Air Force One shoes, and I have a lobster edition, but this is going to be my halibut edition. I also have right now being made yeah, super healthy. This is where all their omegas are, or whatever they call that. If you buy stuff for your animals, or even humans, if you can get this part of the skin, you are getting the most healthiest part of the fish, from what I hear. Now, last night we had fish tacos with friends, and I will put this in a solution for about a month. And then what will happen with that solution is I'll dry it out, and if it's not as tender as I like, I put it back into another part of that solution again. So, using every piece of the fish that I kill. So, and I plan on killing over 100 of these this season. I'm up to 4, and it's really before the season even starts up here. It's way too early to be doing this, but it's not, because we just nailed them. I kind of know what I'm doing with the fish in my area. But the guys down south can have 5 of these today. Can you imagine if I could have 5 of these? That would be a different level of funness. Because even right now, I'm even having like I said, I give away I probably give away 700 pounds a year of fish. I gave some to the fire department for Easter. Today I went down to the market, gave it to all my market folks that work there. And all we have is this little piece of the outer wing meat right here. Okay. This one is ready to just be put into the solution, and then we'll scrape it in about a month from the solution. This one's done. I have this one, and I think I just threw these in here because I ran out of room. Let me see if I still have to. Yeah, I still have to process. This is a smaller halibut. This was a 10-pound one. Gosh, beautiful, beautiful fish. So I tried to get this done last night, but I had guests come over. Ran out of time. So just put it on ice, waited till the next day. Let me clean up, I'll just do a little cleanup here real quick. Getting a little slimy. Wow, that's a lot of meat right there. No, thank you. How big do they grow? Yeah. I've gotten my biggest in California was 47 pounds and 5 ounces or 4 ounces. But they, like I said, typically they get about 50 pounds California spiny or California halibut. And then when you get up to the Pacific halibut, anywhere starting in Oregon all the way up to Alaska, those ones can, well, I have a 204-pound one currently, but typically they can even get bigger. I think the world record, I don't even know what the world record is. They get huge, like 300, 400 pounds. So I've gone up to Alaska every year and I go for the big ones. My biggest one up there is 76 pounds. And that was last May. That was last May when we got that one. Okay, let's just... Perfect. Okay, so that's basically what you want to do, is just scrape it so it looks like that instead of that. Turn it around. We'll do one side at a time. And thank you, Matt, for answering. Seeing how I'm having a hard time focusing. If you enjoy this content, what happens if you keep it underweight? Considered poaching? Yeah, it's like an $850 fine. I'm heavily watched because of my social media. I guess you could keep one. I don't shoot them if they're under 22 inches. The ones I shoot are normally 20 pounds plus. Sure, it was the beginning of the season, so I shot one that was 10. I've shot one that was 8. It's the beginning of the season. Let's see, I got an 8 pound, I got a 6 pound, I got a 21 pound, and I got a 10 pound so far. So it's all over the board. I'm looking for the bigger ones, but I can have 2 a day. And right now they're still scarce. In August and July, they're going to be everywhere on every dive. And then I'll be very selective of the ones that I take. That's just me. Beautiful. This was a beautiful fish. I can hear Dolly in there just making a ruckus. She slept all day, so now she's ready to just party. That puppy energy. Alrighty. Do you have a dog? Let's just cut this with the blade just to make it a little bit easier for everybody. And then we'll clean up and start with some more parchment paper. Put all that in a nice bag and get ready for the other 2 pieces. I think lobster. Oh, yeah, lobster. Yeah, we're big lobster people out here too. We don't have the ones with the claws though. Yeah, you guys probably think ours are like crayfish or whatever you guys call them. But yeah, Maine lobster with the claws, that's what we're used to out here, even in California, because all of ours get shipped to China, believe it or not. Or it did. I don't know with the tariffs, but they would pay $100 a pound for our lobsters. Believe it or not, instead of the $12.99 a pound that you get from the ones with the claws from Maine. Okay, another beautiful, beautiful piece. Let's clean up real quick. We'll put this stuff into a solution, which is right here. Here, I'll show you in a second. Quiet! Here they come. Here comes the nerd herd. Back up. So that's the solution they're in. I got about 6 skins in there right now in their solution. All right, let's clean up and then we'll do the other 2 real quick. This stuff, I'll get the meat off most I can, but when the brown starts coming from the other side, I don't like mixing that in with the meat because then I can't tell a lot of pieces from it. So, get back. No, thank you. Thank you, Dolly. Okay, we'll add to this meat pile real quick. And like I said, all this stuff's going to get baked tonight for the dog food for the week. It's a nice little stash of meat, though, I'll tell you right now. Look at that. I'll weigh this at the end and tell you how much skin meat we actually got from it. All right. Just a nice, easy Sunday. Cheers, everybody. What are we talking about? You guys are having a conversation. I'll just stay out of it. All right. So we'll get a little bit more parchment paper in this, up in this bitch. And then we'll just do these two. I'll do the smaller one first, just to get that one out of the way. Because I think there's a lot of meat on the bigger one. So let's do that. I love the old parchment paper. Good for everything. Especially a clean surface. All right. Let us get this one out of here. This still has a lot of meat on it, so I'm just gonna lay it out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this cutting board for a second. I'm going to get professional about this. Just make sure it's all flat. No kinks in it. That's not working at all. At all. No can do. We ran into some bones right here, so let's just give those to the chickens. Okay, that's some good meat right there. Do the other side now. Right down the middle. Another nice piece of meat right there. I felt a bone. Hang on. I feel bones right here. Since this is for the dogs, we'll get rid of those bones. Pieces. No, I feel the bone right here. There it is. Too much bones in that one. Too much bones in that one. All right. Chickens will get the bones. Dogs will not. Okay. No bones for you. Listen to Dolly inside just terrorizing the house. I can hear her. Okay, let's get to scraping. beautiful. Okay, we are almost done with the first half of this. Let's get some napkins in here. The scales are coming off. This is the Pacific ones don't have scales. The California ones do. So I don't like to descale them because of the leather. I like seeing the scales on the leather. It's a little warm right there. Let's make sure that's off the dinner plate. So here's what we're looking at. We're halfway done. The blue stuff is the one that's done, and the other stuff is not. Just scraping away on a Sunday. I'm gonna go out again tomorrow, guys. I need to get some more. So I will also in the morning be doing the videos of these two being killed. I might even put them out tonight. I don't know. And then, yeah, we're just gonna have a great new week of killing with 100% sustainability, of course. Okay, we need to get that wing meat off right there. And then we'll just scrape the middle of this and then we'll be done. And this one is another beautiful skin. Listen to Dolly. She is going to town in there. Okay. This one is done. We have one more left. Let's do a little cleanup. And then we'll end the show with that last one. Oh man, I am excited. Just like I said, a beautiful weekend. Just nice and mellow. Matt, you're absolutely right. Let's go get that leopard shark. Next weekend I can't. I'll be down in San Diego. Me and Dolly are going to do a trip down there for my buddy's 40th birthday. He's the guy making the spear guns for me, the custom spear gun. So I got to meet up with the guy making my nephew making my shoes. And then I will show you my shoes, the process of my shoes and the progress of my new Nike Air Force One Lingcod edition. And from there, who knows? Who knows? The world is our oyster. All right, one last parchment paper. this last skin, and we'll call it a night. But yes, I am ready to go get that, Matt. So we'll figure out when your days off coincide with, and I'll come down and do it on your days off, and we'll just pop over there, and you can fish, and me and my buddies will kill. Have your people talk to my people. Okay, this has a lot of meat on it, so I can, before I start scraping, I will be getting a lot of this meat off. Because it's good meat. So let me get, before I get all excited, let me get this thing, throw this skin in it. Okay, then we have one last one. Let's get this thing done. Let's get that involved. We'll weigh this up at the very end of the show. I'll show you how much skin meat I got off this. Oh, Ling Force Ones, yeah. You just retracted something you said. I was trying to read it, but. Oh, look at that meat, huh? That's all precious meat right there, guys. There we go, nice meat. Like I said, I like to retain as much of the meat as I can. There we go. There we go. Look at all the meat we're getting off this. I gotta get a better cutting board. I do have some nice cutting boards, so I gotta just make use of them. I'm just trying, before we do the scraping, especially this wing meat. God damn it. Not doing a very good job of it, but this is parchment paper that's messing me up. That's a lot of meat that I got off there, though. I will say that. Okay, let's flip it over to this side, and we'll do the same thing, and then we'll start the scraping. Nice. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm gonna have to clean this up just a little. And you know what? I don't even know what this parchment paper is actually doing at this point. Besides making my life a living hell. I need a bigger cutting board. Let me go get a bigger cutting board. Should have done this in the beginning, made it proper. For some reason I didn't. This will help 100%. Let's get this meat out of the way, because now it's just going to get ridiculous. Okay. Now I'll be able to cut, like, you'll see the difference. Well, for some reason I didn't straighten that up, so we'll just leave that like that, and we'll just work every other angle on this. Beautiful strip. Beautifully done. Okay. That's a nice piece right there. Okay. So now we're ready to start the scraping process. And I should have done this in the beginning with the board. So we'll just go like that. Let's get this. This is going to get really messy. I feel a piece of bone in here. Hang on. Right here. This one has bone. This piece right here. Okay, so this piece has a bone. All right. Now it's time to start scraping. All right, here we go. I hear her in there.
She's a psycho.
What is she doing? Just waking up and going crazy?
No, she's just barking like that at the melody. Are you still alive?
I'm still alive. I only have a couple more minutes left. I'm just kidding. This is my last one. I hear her in there, though. I mean, it's just like, look at all that. Look at all that meat for the dogs.
Go potty. Go potty. Go potty.
Go potty. Get out there. You go potty. I'm just staring at us.
Oh, vampire.
Well, she slept. I mean, till like 10.
Go potty.
And then she took a nap all day with the other kids. Plus, she had a huge day. I mean, I took her to bed with me at 10, but...
Well, and she was sleeping on my lap before that.
She was sleeping on everybody's lap. She just was...
She's so tired.
Everybody was just hanging out with Dolly. Hanging out with you. You're way too cute.
Go potty. Go on.
She's smelling this, probably. Look at that, love. Would you like a Gucci purse from that? Why are you laughing?
Oh, that's a good piece of skin.
That is a nice piece of skin. It rubs the lotion on the skin. Oh, she's out here. Do you need to go potty too, little girl? Do you smell it out here too? I bet you do. I'm not going to be really hungry for dinner tonight. Did you have any?
No, I was just going to ask you, like...
Nothing.
All right.
I'll make a... I still have some of the fish from last night.
Okay, good. When I get their food ready, though.
The what?
I'm gonna get their food ready.
Can you come here? Can you pull up my britches? I don't want to touch them.
Your britches?
My
How old are
britches.
you?
I don't know. When you never called them britches?
I mean, my dad did, maybe.
Yeah. Your dad did. Don't age me. Woman.
You aged yourself.
I didn't age myself. They're called britches. Alright. Let's just get this done with. Taking up way too much time. What'd you say?
I feel that was like from the movie Cool Hand Luke, which was
Cool Hand Luke?
which was super.
They had britches?
I think.
Now we're gonna have to watch it because I don't remember britches in there, but I'm pretty sure if you're the movie buff.
Let go of the officers. Where's their cup? Oh.
Up top because it didn't fit because I put a whole box in there. Like I said, the more meat you get off this, the better you're going to do with your tanning process. So after a couple weeks, I'll pull it out of the solution. I'll scrape it again. Anything that was on there will definitely be off from that. And then from there, we'll put it back in a new solution and just finish it off. And if it's not like I like it, I'll just keep going until it is. So we'll have about, my goal is another 6 fish so that's 3 times going out, 6 fish this week. That's my new goal. That way I'll be up to 10 fish. I was 43 last year, and I mean, that's just a great start. If I ever go down south, and then I can have 5. So if I need to get my numbers up at the end, I'll just do an island trip down there and come back with 5. And I can do that for 2 weekends in a row, and we can do 3 weekends like that, 5, that's 15, plus 10 up here. Yeah, I mean, next Sunday, my plan is when I'm down there, my buddy has a boat, we're going to go out diving. I might have my new spear gun, I might not. I don't know, I haven't even asked him about it. But we do know Deckhand Dolly is good on a boat, and she knows how to even poop on the deck. So I gotta buy one of those AstroTurf slubs that is like this, a foot by a foot, and build a little frame so she poops and pees at the same spot on the boat.
You know you're gonna have all 3 dogs if you leave next weekend.
I hear you. Or we just leave the other 2 and leave them a note saying we'll be back. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And that, my friends, is going to make a beautiful skin. Let's put it in the solution. And then we'll clean up and I'll say goodnight. Yeah. All right. Get the scales all cleaned up. And that, my friends, is the show for tonight. That's it. That's all I got for you. I will see you all tomorrow, number 1, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Just a glorious weekend. We conquered it. If you want to see what my buddy's diving looked like for these halibut, he killed 2 huge ones yesterday. And then my other buddy killed 1. You can go over to my page on Facebook, Seawolf13. Otherwise, man, my videos will be out tomorrow of the killing of these 2 that you just watched me do 100% sustainability on. Y'all have a good Sunday night. And enjoy your work day tomorrow. I will.